Yes. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Rosera Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Greetings and welcome again to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. If we're not correct, feel free to correct us. It's about being accurate in these times. A lot of misinformation, so you don't want to miss the information, and a lot of disinformation, so we give you disinformation. You know what I mean? So welcome. I suppose to say happy independence, happy republic. I don't even know if I should say that, but I'm gonna say it anyhow because there are a lot of people who are into that particular festival, and therefore we're gonna discuss it. So I want to touch on some things tonight: the resurrection of a nation and the unearthing of a flag. This has been going on for a little bit. I'm gonna put some things in perspective with regards to independence and also the Republic of Barbados. We're gonna set some records straight. Yeah, I had totally forgot. Like I look Monday. I'd be supposed to have the elder from Yarmin on tonight, and I totally forgot today Wednesday. Wait, today's wait. I totally forgot. I wasn't even in tune with the independence thing. Like a lot of people into it. Like I said, me, I ain't had a clue. Wasn't even studying it, but it so happened that I land tonight on this particular night, the 30th of November, and several years ago would have been a night of what they call celebration, I liberation. And we're going to look at it tonight from a different perspective. Really and truly, the resurrection of a nation and the unearthing of a flag. I heard this thing about Barbados flag was buried in Ghana, and Barbados working witchcraft and sorcery and all these kind of speculations. It's this crazy. And so I want to touch on that also in part. And also one or two events that happened today. Barbados was, believe it or not, accepted by the IOM. Yeah, by the IOM as a member. I think the 175th member, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to touch on that a bit too. So we're going to get into some stuff today and discuss some stuff. By the way, the IOM is the International Organization for Migration. International Organization for Migration. Yes, yeah, Barbados. There was 174 members before, and about I think 8 observant states. And Barbados today, of all days, ironically, was accepted. So I want to discuss what that really means in part, because to look at it as a whole might frighten people, man. Because it's okay to say we willing to be a part of this global opening borders, creating, accepting people coming in from different places. That's not a problem. But if it rough as it is now, I mean, when we say we accepting people coming in, remember the Afghanistans that were being sent to Guyana and Suriname? Well, basically, that's what that means. It means that you're willing to house and host people if you have to. So anyhow, before we get into that too deep, I want to play a song as per usual and keep it with the custom of the program. But of all the songs I want to select tonight, this particular one rings home, man. And put it for the top real quick, man. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. Politically Incorrect is up and running. Different kind of program tonight, family. Different kind of program tonight, family. Shout out to the elder Gabby on this one. Yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend, family. Shout out to Bishai. You know what I mean? Just heard a message from me. It's supposed to be on tonight, family. You gotta bring 40 Elder Friday if it's possible. Gabby. Message.
You tell me to forget that my grandmother was born right there, so alright, I say I shall go. You tell me to forget, it is there I want my own children to grow. Alright, I say I shall go. But I hope you understand how I feel about Everton.
Yes.
My homeland, my homeland.
Tell a friend.
My homeland.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, family.
And I hope you know it's true that I would never forgive you.
Listen.
Because
look at what you do
to my Emerton.
Look at what you did. What you did, man.
You tell me to forget that you bring bulldozers and push down the houses. So, alright, I say I shall go. You tell me to forget. You bring bulldozers and push down the houses. Oh,
tell a friend to tell a friend, family.
right. I say I shall go.
Shout out to the elder Gabby.
But I hope you understand.
I hope y'all understand this one.
How I feel about Everton.
I hope y'all understand how we feel.
Homeland, my homeland, my homeland. And I hope you know it's true.
I hope you know it's true
that I will never forgive you. Because look how you do to my Emerton.
Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. They said they buried the flag.
You tell me to forget.
We gonna resurrect it.
And that you uproot my people and scatter them to and fro.
To and fro, man.
Alright, I say I shall go.
We shall never forget, man.
Oh, you tell me to forget.
We shall never forget
that you did the wrong things and they let my children know. Alright, I say I shall go. But I hope you understand.
Shout out to Ayakobi Maloney.
I feel that Emerton.
Shout out to Ayakobi Maloney.
Homeland.
We shall never forget.
Homeland, my homeland. And I hope you know it's true.
Yes.
That I would never, 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 never forgive you.
Never.
Because look what you do to my Emerton.
Think we forget, huh?
You tell me to forget.
See you, Jackie.
And that my
see you,
grandmother was born.
Peace to the gods. Norris, I see you.
So.
Give thanks, Sonia.
Alright.
Daffodil.
I say I
Don't tell a friend
go.
and tell a friend, man. Like, share, and subscribe.
I say I shall go.
Miss Cox, I see you.
Alright. I say I
Miss
shall
Walker.
go.
Give thanks, man.
Alright. I say I shall go.
We gonna go, man. We gonna take this journey, family.
I say I shall go.
That's right. That's right. Blessed love, Rastafari. We gonna go, man. As for me and my house, we going. We going. Give thanks, family. Shout out to the elder Gabby on that one. That tune right there, it always does it for me because I be paraphrasing it. You know what I mean? I be putting in other words. They're telling me to forget. You know, it's so funny how when we think about it and we look to the portals of time and we realize people are always quick to say, look how far we come. And then they got these pictures of vintage Barbados, you know, the old drink bottles and the lorry trucks and the different shops and storefronts and clothes and terminals. And And like, that's it. They don't ever talk about who we were prior to that, as if Barbadians just somehow fell from the sky and landed on this rock, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm Barbadian. As if we had a legacy that predates this reality that is a complete fallacy. We don't want to touch it, man. Look at what you do to our Barbados. Brand, I love it, brethren. Like, I be feeling this on a different level. I don't know if y'all be feeling me on this, man, but this is a whole different. Look, man, I was talking to Adrian. Shout out to Adrian Green again for Monday presentation, man. That program was inspiring. I was explaining to the brother that the anthem, came to me on a different level when I think about it in plenty and in time of need. In plenty and in a time of need, when this fair land was young. When I think about those two lines, somehow I don't think about colonialization at all. I think about what predated the invaders in plenty and in time of need, when this fair land was young. Our brave forefathers sowed a seed from which our pride is sprung. A pride that makes no wanton boast of what it has withstood. Oh, man. That binds our hearts from coast to coast. A pride of nationhood. 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 Not slave. Understand the science, family. Like, we wasn't a nation because they said we are a nation. We was a nation before they even got to Barbados, the place they now call Barbados. We was already a nation. While we were enslaved as prisoners on the day occupation, we was yet still a nation. Still a nation. And no matter how they try to beat, molest, abuse, strip, rape, and subjugate a people's mind, we were still a nation. And then came emancipation. And we lost our heritage. They tell we to forget. Forget that. So that we loyal sons and daughters all do hereby make it known that these fields and hills beyond recall, they've been our very own. We write our names on history's page with expectation great, strict guardians of our heritage. Strict guardians of our heritage, firm craftsmen of our fate. Our compass and our square, never crooked. And we are strict guardians of our heritage. So although you told us to forget, and you gave us emancipation so that the Lord has been the people's guide for the past 300 years, which is funny because we've been here longer than 300 years. Nevertheless, the narrative is clear. Oh, man. I get a little caught up here, family. Let me just compose myself before I, give me a minute, man. Let me just check my own self, man, because okay, yeah. Let me switch this up here a bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I had to find out. Yeah. We have no doubt or fear. It said, for the Lord has been the people's guide for the past 300 years. With him still on the people's side, we have no doubt or fears. Upward and onward we shall go, inspired, exalting, free. And greater will our nation grow in strength and unity. I don't know about y'all, man. I be feeling it. I be feeling it in ways I don't even know how to explain it, man. I be feeling it, man. Like, if these folks think we gonna lay down and watch them rape this place again, they wrong. Like, I don't even know how else to say it, family. Like, they wrong. Like, Dead wrong. Speaking of dead and speaking of wrong, let me go ahead and just jump right into this real quick. I want to play a video. I want to play a video here real quick. Let me just switch up. Give me a second if I can find it. If I can find it, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I didn't cue it up earlier. All right, hold on. It's a video I want to play for y'all. It's been the topic of much debate. Much debate. This video right here, let me skip past this here because let me just skip right past that part right there. Let me get into it. This video has been much debate. This video is supposed to be a footage that was taken from Ghana when the prime servant, along with a delegation, let me turn that down a bit, along with a delegation, visited Ghana a few years back. Now, I'm not getting into the whole conversation, but the whole thing was, I've seen several videos and several comments about African spirituality and how they went there and did some sorcery and they buried bones and they buried the flag and all this kind of stuff. I want to make some things real clear, and this may offend people. I don't know. It might not. Politically incorrect. If I'm not correct, please feel free to contact me and correct me. Let me pause it real quick. I want to show, let wisdom prevail. I'm not making no claims. Let wisdom prevail. Let me show you a few things first that people may have missed, because there's this thing with attacking the emotions of the people in Barbados to get them kind of worked up. So, because when you're emotional and when you have fear, you have anxiety or anger, typically you don't think, because it calls you to this being a reactive mode and not a calculating, thinking, strategic mode. So people tend to react in that state of mind, that state of consciousness. So rather than have individuals, feed you information that just provoke you to just act on impulse, no, let me use our consciousness here on a different level. I just want to show some stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got a few elders watching. If I'm in error, correct me. Got Steve watching. Steve is one of, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me just go ahead and play this clip real quick. The debate is the flag being buried. They said they buried Barbados flag. I want to discuss a few things. First of all,
the remains, the soil which we bring here today,
it wasn't Barbados flag.
Of all who have gone before. And it is important that we do things properly from the beginning.
Okay. We do things properly from the beginning. Okay, let's look at it, family. Let's do it properly from the beginning.
By the burial which we have here today, we are not burying the past, but we are celebrating the resilience of our people.
Okay, so this is the procession after the speech, going to the spot of burial, the sacred spot. Nothing to see here, typical procession. I want to pause here for a second. Let me just see if I can go back a second here, a few frames. Yeah. Okay, so we recognize in this clip, there's this flag on top of this wooden box that was carved out of this wood from Barbados. We understand that. It's being placed on the ground. Okay. So far, so good. I want y'all to notice something in that clip real quick. Let me just go back a bit and play it again. I'm going to pause it right there. So we have the flag, which is visible on top of the box. But do me a favor, family. Notice the crowd. You see a Barbados flag here on a stick. You can notice that. And there's a lady standing right here with a shawl over her shoulder. Now, why am I pointing her out? Pay attention. This is very important. Let's go forward. Okay, so we can see the flag is on top of the box being placed in this tomb-like environment. Looks like it's concrete to my understanding. Doesn't look like a grave that was dug, but looks like a tomb. Nevertheless, let's go again.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
All right, so he's pouring libation and whatnot. Now, in the military, when a soldier is wounded and hurt and lost his life, and he comes home, he gets a state funeral. You know, they typically drape the coffin with a flag, and they take it to the burial site, and then they take the flag off, they fold it, and usually give it to the family, and then the coffin is then placed in the grave. For some reason, this ceremony here was purported to be some ritual or something like this, and I'll connect the 3 dots in a minute. But watch this.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Pay attention here, because it's going to happen quick. This is the lid of the tomb that they're putting in place. Pause for a second. Is that not the box that's located in that same hole we just witnessed without a flag? Is that not the box? Okay, let's play it and see. Let me just let it run. Let me let it run. Okay, so it's covered. But wait a minute. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it? Let me go back again. It's going to happen quick. Pay attention. Pause. Remember the lady I talked about? The flag on the stick somebody's holding. But what's this in her hand with that gold fringe on it? Let's play it and see. Well, I won't pause it yet. I want to pause it right there. Now, without question, this lady is now holding a flag. And by the way, shout out to the sister right there, you know, Rastafari daughter, you know what I mean, Queen Sheba, according to her handle. I want you to notice this thing though, man. Like, this is the flag that they said was buried, that she's holding. She's actually holding the flag that was on top of the box. The flag was taken off the box. It was never buried. It was never buried. This thing with Barbados and flag and all that was, you know. I saw a prime servant. Okay, there's the flag. There's the other flag on the stick, in case you're mistaken. There are 2 flags. But this flag was not buried. She signed a sign of something there. I'm not sure what that is. Well, like I said, I wanted to focus on that portion right there with the flag. And the idea that Barbados flag was buried in Ghana is not accurate. And if I am in error, please, you know, correct me. I actually know individuals who actually went on that journey as well that said the same thing, that that didn't happen. You know what I mean? So why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say that this thing we call Barbados, right? You know, the resurrection of a nation, the unearthing of a flag. The reason why I'm saying that is because as a nation, as a body of people, in plenty and in time of need, when this fair land was young, we were not the flag. We were not the flag. When people say, oh, Barbados flag was this and that, we as a people are not the flag. We as a people are not the name Barbados or Barbadian. We as a people are the actual physical people that exist here, not on a piece of paper, on a birth certificate, or in the Trident ID. We are physical living beings, and we function like we dead, like we moving like we the walking dead, like we don't know what's happening. And that's why they're able to do these things. That's why when you saw that flag, you said it's a Barbados flag. But notice, let me go back here real quick. Notice that flag had a gold fringe. And I've said this too many times before, family. Look at it. That flag has I don't even know how I could zoom in on this. It has a gold fringe on it at the bottom of the flag. The same flag they had on the day of, not independence. Let me not say that. I'm misleading people. The day of, what they call it? The Republic, whatever they call it. Last year, when they had the ceremony, when they were converting the nation to what they said was a republic. We know that We know. Let me pause this. We know that. Hang on a second. Let me just mute this. Yeah, we know that that wasn't the reality of it. They say these things, but we know that there's more to it than just that. If I could find that, if I could find that image, I've used this several times. It's just a matter of finding it. Where art thou? Okay, I know where to find that. That shouldn't be too difficult. That should not be too difficult. Scroll up here. Mm, the flag with the fringe. We've done this before, family. We've done this before. We've done this before. Let me put this back up on the screen real quick, real quick, real quick. Here you go. Whenever you see this flag, right? Today you would have seen it a lot with the gold fringe. It says it's for ceremonies. Listen, man, it's a fringe. The flag is about infringement. It does not represent what you think it represents. What that gold fringe means is that that flag was captured. That's what it means. It means it was captured. Captured by who? Pirates, really. To just use the word loosely. Yeah, I mean, yes, it was a nation before it was a country. I like that. That's a fact. Barbados was a nation before it was a country. So we need to understand when they talk about the nation, the country of Barbados, and this thing called independence and this thing called republic, all this is just like how it used to be KFC. Then KFC became, when Kentucky Fried Chicken became KFC, when Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is what it was named before, became KFC, all that happened is that they just changed the name. But the shareholders and the policies remain the same. And that's what we don't seem to get right now. So we don't get that part. And the reason why we don't get that part is that they're not teaching that. They're not telling you that kind of stuff. So that's why people are all emotional. They're going out, waving flags, the colors. But we are not that people. We are a different whole set of beings that are here that would have endured all of this oppression, enslavement, the being prisoners on this plantocracy occupied by these militia groups that basically force and subjugate us to do work on their behalf. And when they found a better way to do that without being penalized internationally, they decide to alter the mindset, strip your heritage, and then give you something different to hold on to, which they call now the country. That was previously a colony. And all they did was just change the name because the game remained the same. The game remained the same. And so here we are now celebrating independence / republic. This is absolute ridiculous, man. 56 years independence and 1 year republic. This is where this is going. But I want to play a video that I got last night from a brother. Via a brother. Maybe I won't play the whole thing. I'll just play a clip of it. Yeah, I'll play the clip of it in the interest of time. What time is it? I'll play this part of it. And I'll give you the link to the whole video. You can go watch it and see what it's about. The sister said a ritual was done with it. A ritual was done with it. The flag, and no rituals was done with no flag, man. Black people the spook too easy. That's the problem. We get spooked too easy. I mean, they use our science on us. We call it ritual. We call it this. We call it that. We call it all kind of names, but we don't call it ours, which is the funniest thing. We see them practicing all these different things, and we label it. Oh, they're doing sorcery, witchcraft and this kind of stuff. But all they're doing is African spirituality, which belongs to us, and we don't even recognize it because we have been stripped from our heritage. Strict guardians of our heritage. We have not guarded our heritage. We have not. We have not. We have not been guarding our heritage. That's why when they do stuff like this, we think it is strange. It's not strange. It's not strange at all. Those who have eyes to see, let them see. Let them see. What if I said, right? This is going to sound crazy in a minute, man. I don't even know. The folks going to unfollow me tonight. I'm telling you. They're going to unfollow me tonight, man. Monica, I see you. Blessings to you too, family. Wayne, I see you too. Shout out to my people down there at Atlanta. Barry, all in New York City, the family. Give thanks. Jacqueline, I see you. I'm gonna put this video up, man. I'm gonna put this up, man. It's in our DNA. That's what I'm talking about. It's a fact. It's in the blood, and they can't take it out of you. It's there. Who see? Who don't see? You know, I can't. I go and touch it. I go in there tonight, man. I'm just gonna say it. If you don't like me after that, well, it's all good. It's all good. I say this out of love, man. I'm gonna take this link and I'm gonna put it in the box here, the comments, so y'all can have it. Show it to the brother Errol, who I got this from. Give thanks for the presentation last night as well. But I definitely want to play this portion real quick. Let me just go and switch screens. Let me go and switch screens and put this up. This is an open letter that the brother penned to Charles III. He sent this to, well, he didn't send it to him. I don't doubt if he would see it. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. But he pulled part of the speech that Charles gave last year when he was invited to speak at the ceremony of the Republic when the flag was touching the ground. Yes, when the flag was touching the ground, claiming it because there was no other flag here to touch the ground at the point in time. Hence the fringe. This is all maritime. This is all maritime laws of the sea. But you can't have laws of the sea on the land. So the only way you can capture the land from the sea is to have a fringe. So it has to be infringement. That's what the word fringe is for. When you see the fringe on the flag, it represents infringement. And that's why they can put the flag on the ground, because the flag wasn't actually on the ground. The flag represents infringement on the ground, them claiming this land as theirs. Why? Because ain't nobody here claiming it. We supposed to be dead. Dead. According to your ID, if you have one. Piece of paper validate who you are. That's crazy, right? You right here, living being, but the paper makes you valid. This is crazy. Anyhow, I want to play this part real quick and follow me on this, man.
By others.
From the wait, hold on. Let me make sure the volume on this is up. I want y'all to hear this, man. You know, what he's saying is very profound, man. Listen carefully to what this man is about to say, family. Listen carefully.
From the darkest days of our past and the appalling atrocity of slavery, which forever stains our history, the people of this island forged their path with extraordinary fortitude. Emancipation, self-government, and independence were your waypoints. Freedom, justice, and self-determination have been your guides. Your long journey has brought you to this moment, not as your destination, but as a vantage point from which to survey a new horizon.
To survey a new horizon. I want to go back there real quick, though. Let me go back here real quick. Real quick. I think that should be it there, right? Yeah.
And what you will do and believe should be done by others.
Before we go any further in this thing, give me your thoughts on this, family. Give me your thoughts on this, family. I'm going to break this down. Did he apologize? Let me not answer if he apologized. I want you to listen to what this man just said. I'm going to play it again. We're going to dissect this in a minute. I want you to listen to this carefully. Just listen to this carefully.
From the darkest days of our past.
From the darkest days of our past. From the darkest days of our past.
And the appalling atrocity of slavery.
And the appalling atrocity of slavery. Appalling.
Which forever stains our history.
Which forever stains our history. Referring to himself and his family and the Europeans that would have aided and abetted in this whole thing and spearheaded it and was the architects to some degree of it.
The people of this island.
The people of this island. Not the people of this country, the people of this island. This is a man that is choosing his words very carefully. He knows exactly what he's saying. He knows exactly who he's speaking to. And he knows exactly what he's about to add to this next. Listen carefully.
Forged their path with extraordinary fortitude.
Forged their path with oh man, hold on, man. Yeah, I mean, look, man. Listen to this again, family. Listen carefully to what this man is saying.
Which forever stains our history. The people of this island forged their path with extraordinary fortitude.
Extraordinary fortitude. The people of the island. But then what happened?
Emancipation.
Emancipation. Now wait, hold on right there. I keep saying this, and I've been saying it and saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. Slavery began on the day of emancipation here, because prior to the emancipation, we were prisoners. We were never slaves. We were enslaved. We were imprisoned while they occupied and financed others to keep you in occupation and force you. Hence, we had to forge our way forward. We had no choice. But then came a choice, and what did we do?
Self-government.
Self-government.
And independence.
And independence. So wait a minute. You went from being enslaved, being a prisoner, to being emancipated, where now you could self-govern, and then you had independence. But wait a minute. Something missing between there, though. How do we go from being prisoners to deciding we're going to imprison ourselves and then govern ourselves while we in prison, to waving something called independence, pretend that we in charge of the prison? We then bought the prison that imprisoned us. We have become the prisoner and the prison warden.
Were your waypoints.
My waypoints.
Freedom, justice, and self-determination.
Freedom, justice, and self-determination. Charles, listen, man, with all due respect, you're a man that's supposed to be knowledgeable, right? Explain to me what part of what happened just now, what you just said is freedom. Explain the part about justice, about the atrocities you spoke about, the darkest part of your history that stained you. If you stain, you should still be stained. Where's the justice for the stains that you clearly know about? Where's the justice? Where's the justice?
Freedom, justice, and self-determination.
Self-determination. From a colonized mind with a colonized education.
Have been your guides.
You got that right.
Your long journey has brought you to this moment, not as your destination, but as a vantage point from which to survey a new horizon.
This is my point, family. A new horizon. A new horizon. A new horizon. This is the horizon I see. This is what I see. I see the 1.2 or 1.3 billion people in Africa connecting with the how many 100 million people in the diaspora, 6th region. I see that collaboration coming, though, Charles. I see that horizon forming, Charles. I see us organizing. I see us centralizing. And I see us mobilizing towards that horizon you're talking about. Yeah. I see it. I'm sure others do too. These politicians are gatekeepers. That's all they are. But they're not even keepers of the gates anymore. You know what I mean? I look, man. Prison riots, man. You know, there are more prisoners than the prison wardens, right? He said, Jacqueline said, different form of slavery. Wendy, it's called a neo colony. That's what it's called. Neo colony. The man said the people of the island. I hope y'all got that because there are people here who are still here, who were here then, who took the contract to enslave and bring in migrants, quote unquote, from other places to do the bidding. So what they're doing now on this day is basically looking to rebrand slavery. That's all this is, rebranding it. So rather than me going to Africa and purchasing people, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Rather than us, you know, as a refugee, you think about it. So think of Africa way back then. Some people invade your village, whatever, scatter everything, chase everything, rip down all your buildings, destroy what you had. You had to flee. You flee into a neighboring place, and the people next door said, well, listen, hold on, you can't stay here. Look, tell you what, come, we're going to round you up. We're going to go and sell you to this merchant. He going to transfer you. You now become a refugee. You now a refugee. We're going to put you on a ship. We're going to transfer you up out of here. That's what's going to happen. We're going to put you on a ship. We're going to send you somewhere else. Where we going to send you now? Well, we're going to send you across the world. Yeah. We're going to send you across the world. Yeah, to someplace else. Barbados joined the IOM, International Organization for Migration. Y'all don't think that's a coincidence? Like, think about it. All slavery was migration. They took a bunch of people from somewhere, took them somewhere else. Well, you got to work because you're here. It's like how they bring slaves, sex slaves? Slave sex or like whatever. And they take the passport. You can't leave. You got to work. You got to work. You want this back? You want these documents? You got to work. And Americans call it a green card. I know what it's called in England, but I'm sure England got one too. Serious. So Barbados has joined this organization now. Apparently, well, sorry, not joined. Applied, obviously, because you had to answer. I don't think they knocked on your door. So Barbados Ambassador for United Nations, Matthew Wilson. Barbados was unanimously admitted to the International Organization for Migration, IOM, this morning, the day of Republic / Independence / I don't know what else they want to call it, in Geneva as its 175th member. Now, I's a man at light numbers, right? I'm sorry. But 175 add up to 13, right? 7, 1, and 5 is 13. 3 and 1 is 4. 4 is the square. Square is 360. 360 is the 9. Anyhow, y'all figure that one out. Representing Barbados at its 130th session of the IOM Council is Barbados Ambassador, Permanent Representative of the United Nations Office and other international organizations in Geneva, Matthew Wilson. In his statement of acceptance, Permanent Representative Wilson stated, on behalf of the government of Barbados, on behalf of the government and people of Barbados, I thank you all for the positive decision taken to admit Barbados to the membership of the International Organization for Migration. That don't strike you as odd, family? Now, I could... So what this basically means is that we are allowed to bring large quantity of people here that are considered refugees from someplace else, and keep them in some housing facility somewhere, maybe like Coverley or one of the other places that the government is actually involved in with the other M&M guy. And, let them find some work, maybe up there with China Project in St. Thomas or wherever else, After all, we are now a member, which means we are allowed to we have to accept people when the people send them to you. We don't have a choice. The ambassador highlighted that assistance was received with data collection and analysis to help better understand migratory trends, to strengthen partnerships with key actors in the region, such as the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, support with Caribbean migration consultation, and work directly with Barbados on assessing an issuance of e-visas. E-visas. Okay. E-visas. All right. You can't make this stuff up, family. I swear you cannot make this stuff up. I'll put the link there for you all if you want to go check that out. Quite interesting as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, the organization, as a matter of fact, hold on. Let me go ahead and do this one instead. International Organization for Migration is a United Nations agency that provides service and advice concerning migration to governments and migrants, including internal displaced persons, refugees, and migrant workers. That's the part I want to focus on. Migrant workers. That's what it is. Migrant workers. You got to focus on that part. So basically what this is this is how we're going to justify slavery going forward under new management. But the public, the people, was not asked anything. Now, Steve, that's where you're wrong, bro. You see, we got this thing wrong. When they said the people, don't forget, let's go back to the anthem. You know, when this fair land is was young, that binds our hearts of coast to coast, the pride of nationhood. The pride of nationhood. We were a nation, but then we became a people. The Lord has been the people's guide, not the nation's guide. The people's guide. Remember that part right there? Yeah, the people's guide. Nah. That's what's going on, family. The nation and the people are two different things. When they said we the people, they talking about the plantocracy and the stakeholders. Don't forget, the prisoners don't get to say what's going on in the prison. You get to follow the policies that going on in the prison. Hence, we have the police enforcing the policies of the plantocracy. But those policies don't apply to the staff or the stakeholders. That's why you see other people doing stuff and they seem like with impunity, and you can't figure out why you can't do that. There's a difference between the prisoner and the partnership or the stakeholders here. The people that they're referring to are the stakeholders. So when they have their meetings and they discuss stuff and they share their emails and send documents, that don't apply to the nation that's been in prison and enslaved. That applied to the plantocracy and the slaveocracy. That's what that is, man. That don't apply to the people. That don't apply to the nation. It applies to the people. And is there a difference? Of course. So they use the word now interchangeably to give you the illusion of inclusion. The illusion of inclusion. That's what it is. The illusion of inclusion. Human trafficking, the elder done said it. Making of more straw men. Of course, junk bonds and paper assets. That's the whole plan. That is the whole plan. That's right. The employees of the state, it don't apply. You don't have no say in what's going on. You do as you told. Shut up. Yeah, they told us we a nation. We are a nation. But they ain't talking about your nation. As far as they're concerned, your nation has no representatives, no governing body. Y'all a dead entity, straw people. So there's nobody speaking on your behalf. So, you know. Yes, indeed. That's how the island job market gets taken over locally, gets like sidelined for others. Yes, like the concerts and stuff. I ain't even gonna touch that though, man. Like that's not even. I'm not even touching that, man. I'm not even touching the vaccine. What do you call it? The vaccine that linked to the death of her brother. Not even touching that. We've been discussed that already, man. There are many families who went through that experience and that ordeal. I know a few personally. I ain't didn't get no front page news. The Nation newspaper. Look, man. Look, man, yo, stop buying the Nation newspaper, family. Stop supporting the Nation newspaper. I'm going to tell you all right now. I can't wait to have the people wake up and recognize, like, you know what? Because there are many families whose families have passed because they ain't got no monthly money or don't have a monthly name. They can't make the paper. I could tell you a case right now. As a matter of fact, that sister came on this platform and spoke about her husband and what her husband had to went through in the hospital, and the doctors taking about $75,000 to $80,000 from them to help him, only to admit, well, the blood clots in his intestines was a result of, and we're gonna put him on the list. Up to now, we didn't see the list. And I did go to George, what's his name, office, Minister of Health, not Minister, whoever he is, Kenneth George, and told this man myself, up to now, look, man. Listen, man. Up to now, the Nation has not published any family who's directly linked to injuries. Don't want to hear enough about no monthly. Don't give nothing. Look, man. We don't care about that, man. We not going down that road, family. The Nation newspaper is the most biased publication in the region, as far as I'm concerned. And Barbadians as a nation, the people here as a nation, need to stop buying the Nation newspaper because they do not represent our nation. We need a new publication that represents the people. Please, somebody come up with it ASAP. Please, politically incorrect publications. There you go. There you go. Let's start that going. A newsletter. Let's start a newsletter and start printing stories, doing interviews, and the whole night. Look how that was birthed, though. Just so. We need some journalists. We know a few be watching. I know y'all be watching. Do some work and put it under a pseudonym. Nobody don't gotta know it's you. We're gonna publish the stories and the articles that don't make the cut. See, when you submit a story to the Nation, the editor cut it, send it to politically incorrect. Let me put it in politically incorrect publication. Let me get that thing going, man. Enough is enough. Nation newspaper, put an end to that. It's biased. It does not represent the people. Or, well, maybe they do represent the people, but it doesn't represent the nation. Bun fire up on that one time, man. I tired telling y'all that. Barbados today, we get him a little break. A little break. A little break. They got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I ain't sure direction they're going yet, but we see what happens with that. Anyhow, let me go to this other piece real quick. I wanted to, let me see if we can find this link here. Should I show that? Should I show that picture? I think I should show that picture. Yeah, I'm gonna show the picture. I'm gonna show it. Going back to my first train of thought. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. This one here, and then this one here. Yeah. All right. So earlier in the day, let me switch it real quick. So earlier in the day, we had this. Like I said, earlier in the day, they had this thing going on with the flag. You know what I'm saying? And we know that's what's happening with this. We know that. You know, the whole thing when they said it was buried. But then later on, there's the flag right there. Okay. So I hope that settles that argument once and for all. I sincerely hope so. And we can move past that as a people thinking that African spirituality is some sort of devil worship. When African spirituality, shout out to Haiti, by the way, the true republic for the Caribbean, the real republic. They took theirs, man. Ask Napoleon about Haiti. Ask France about Haiti. Ask Louisiana about Haiti. Okay, so somebody would tell me, well, they had to pay a heavy price for that. The only reason why Haiti had to pay a price for snatching their independence, snatching their republic status, because as soon as they got independence, they became a republic. They didn't want nothing to do with the colonizers. The reason why they paid such a heavy price, because these cowards in the Caribbean at the time, these so-called emancipated leaders, didn't join forces. What happened in Haiti was supposed to happen throughout the entire region at the same time. And this thing would have been over long ago, but no. They didn't want to go that route. So they left Haiti to suffer on its own. They sat back and watched, like, boy, I don't want to do that, boy. I don't, we don't want to do that, man. We don't want to do that. Shout out to Haiti, man. The only real republic in the region. Facts. Everybody else is an illusion. That's how they trick you, you know. But we're a republic too. Haiti took theirs. How did you get yours? Oh, they gave it. Oh, they gave you. Okay. All right. Okay. I understand. They gave you. All right. I get it. I get it. Get it. They gave it to you, huh? Yeah, we get it. We get it. Anyhow, as far as this thing go, family, a lot of folks today running around, you know, like I said, 2023 is around the corner, and it's crazy, but yeah. Alex said France help. Shout out to Alex, by the way, 7-star general in the building, man. Yeah, well, the funny thing with France is this, though, you know, you got to keep in mind that France around the same time didn't have no issues with white and black, you know. This wasn't a white and black thing, no. This was business. And, you know, black folks didn't fare too well, although we were doing exceptionally well in the north. Not too many people was talking about them things. If you go look at the history of France and these other places and black nobility and the things that go on or would have happened at the time, well, Chevalier, I think that movie is coming out soon. I think that's his name, Cavalier. That's something we got to take a look at. I'll probably do that next week. There's a lot of information that we were never told. And once we start to connect these dots, man, we're going to realize that it was all a gimmick. We're no different to Haiti. I agree. We in debt and being robbed daily. You say yearly? I said daily. All the taxes. Daily, man. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. Being taxed daily. So what can we say, huh? That's why, you know, this whole migration, all this, look, this is playing out like a script. In come the IDs next. And because you don't want it, they're going to give other people. Because don't forget, you could become a citizen by just obeying what they tell you to do, take a little test, and you're good to go. So when they get majority of the migrants on their side, give them citizenship, and of course, they're going to be happy, so they're going to support their initiatives. Then we, the nation who don't support that, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Man. Steve said they can't put you out. No, they ain't going to put you out. They just going to marginalize you. Bring more security forces. Then they're going to start hiring security forces from these other places that don't look nothing like you. Yeah. Because you ain't want to work. So plus, you know, the corruption, everything else. Yeah. Plus when the vaccine caused folks like the brother to start dropping down and having clots and other issues, they're going to be a void, Steve. Steve, they're going to be a void. The officers had to take it. That's their judgment. It's sad though, man, but it's the reality. Because I'm sure already officers starting to die. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Get sick. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Doctors getting sick. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Teachers getting sick. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Nobody can't make the Nation newspaper. So nobody ain't saying nothing. Look at the funerals in the paper. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Yeah, all right. So when these voids open up, immigrant workers. So when they bring refugees here or other people here to work from a different culture, ethnic background, have no relation with you and tell them, listen, keep you in check. What you really feel gonna happen? Steve, what you feel gonna happen? You ain't got no pass, bro. You have to go to the back of the line. I ain't gonna tell you twice. I'm here to represent the new Barbados, New Horizons. Man, look, let me get in it. Man, Steve, we passed brainwashing, bro. This isn't even about brainwashing. It's about right now enlightening the people. How can we enlighten the people as to what's going on and start focusing on the fact that they're supposed to be brainwashed. Let me bring the knowledge to the people. Let me teach what they need to know, how to survive in these times, teaching about law, teach about family. Let's restore the family. In order, right, for a government to become a totalitarian state or Barbados, the first thing they have to do is destroy the family. They got to destroy the family first, because the only way they can successfully cause you to want to obey a government totally is that you can't be loyal to your family. So what they're doing now is teaching the children at school to be this totalitarian thinking. You have rights. You could do this. You could do that. Come on, man. Don't listen to your parents, their old time ways. Forget them. Forget them. You don't need that old time. Forget all of that. You don't need that. Just obey me right now. Obey what I tell you. So that when your parents saw them do the right thing, I want you to go and report them. I'm going to give you a number. I'm going to give you all some iPhones too. You know, y'all love the iPhone. You got the iPhone 10X1 2 TV dot 3 coming out. Dot 3, not dot 2, dot 3. Yeah, I'm going to give you that one. And you download this app right here. Put this app on your phone. It's called Crime Watchers. You just let me know what you see. As a matter of fact, I'll be able to activate your phone and see for myself just by you pushing one button. Yep. You can report your appearance. And I'll give you the freedom you need to be whatever you want to be. You want to mutilate yourself and cut off parts? Not a problem. I'll help you with that. And you can pick an identity that suits you. Shucks. You could even be a goat if you want to. I'll put a bell on your neck. Listen, family, the reason why there's an attack on the family right now, and to divide the family, divide the husbands from the wives, the children from each other, from the parents, children from siblings from each other, is because they need everybody to be on a state of consciousness of totalitarian, where the government dictates and run everything. Totally. So in order to achieve that, you got to break up the family. That's why there's an attack on the family. That's why I can't stress it enough. Take time, shut off the internet, everything at night, TV, and just sit down at dinner. Try to at least have dinner together. If nothing else, no breakfast, you're rushing to work and school. We get it. During the day, you know how it goes. But at least in the evening time, please, I urge you, I beg you, I beseech you, family. Find time to sit together, put down look, while I was in St. Vincent having dinner one night, I sat there, on my own with me and trying to catch up on the WhatsApps, the 1,000 messages I get on a daily basis, and people don't believe me. 1,000 messages, like this is crazy. I don't even know how I get 1,000 messages a day. I think it is sabotage. But anyhow, trying to filter through the most important and try to get to as many people as possible, so the people don't think I'd be ignoring them. And I looked up while I was waiting on my soup, my 3-bean soup to come. There was a family that came in. I noticed a family, they were all wearing the same colors. I thought it was kind of cute. Everybody kind of dressed the same way. Dad, mom, and 2 children. Look, that's black love. I like to see it. They had on black too. I loved it. They all came and sat down. They drank the water and ordered some stuff, appetizers. And as I occasionally glance up, I kept noticing that all the heads were down in the phone. So they were all at the table, but they were all looking in phones. Now, I don't know if they were messaging each other or not, but I watched them for a while just to observe and see myself. Like I'm thinking, I wanted to take the picture, but I said, nah. But family, how you go out with your family, everybody sitting down in their own device, in their own world. Put down the devices and connect, family. Connect. Have a games night. Shout out to Kelly, by the way. Have a games night. Have a games night where you just play games. Maybe invite other family members over and or work colleagues. Little social gatherings. The church. Back when I was younger, the church used to have socials. Of course, you like the socials because other people come from other places. You get to meet other people. Yeah, it was interactive. I don't know if they still do that, but finally we got to find a way to reconnect. Serious, man. Serious. I see my manager. That's right. Shout out to the people all the way in Houston, without question. United we stand, divided we fall, family. We cannot allow them. We cannot allow them to make this happen, family. We got to do it. I doing my part. Do your part as well. Make sure you go tell a friend and tell a friend. Remember, I always tell y'all, family. The only way we're gonna make this happen is so we make it happen. We gotta make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe to this thing right here. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, we playing with some new graphics. Let's playing with them. Let's playing with them for now. But make sure you definitely subscribe. And while you at subscribe, yeah, like and share it too. Yeah, I'm playing with some new stuff, playing with some new ideas. You're building a network, family. This thing gonna be here long, 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 long. I tell you, man, we're gonna build this thing. We want to get into some health though. And the elder was supposed to be on tonight. Shout out to Bishai, the whole Yaraman, the whole Caribbean, all indigenous, original, aboriginal people across the globe, the nation, the real nation. It's that time, family. I don't care what they doing. That's their business. That has nothing to do with us. We need to get ourselves in order. Shout out to the Ethiopian World Federation. Shout out to ADDI. Shout out to Fade, you know, the family. Yeah. Special ops, man. The special ops. Anyhow, peoples, what time is it? 11 minutes after. Well, hour and 11 minutes. This is what we're going to do, family. Oh, man. Somebody know what's going on. Listen, go do your homework, family. Go do your homework, family. We're going to make this thing happen on another level. You're getting a new Beijing. That is why you're having so many problems. And new Beijing. Oh, man. Don't say that. Don't say that. You get a new Beijing. Don't say that. The new Beijing. Oh, man. Don't say social welfare was created to separate fathers. It was the first step. Look, we might be separate, right? But we are all part of a whole family. And it's time to reconnect at that level. For sure, for sure. What if the children are in danger? They are. Steve, give thanks for tuning in. All the family in UK, give thanks. All the family in NYC, all America, all Canada. We in Canada now, fam. We got folks in Canada logged on. And shout out to the Haitians that logged on as well. Sak passe, mebule. I give thanks for you and the meditation. Damn, this thing happening, coming together. Alex, man, don't start that. Okay, there's a question being answered right now. Do you know how to correct your status? Oh, speaking of which, that young man had given me a call. I got to call him back. As soon as I get off, I'm calling. It's been a couple of days now, but we're going to work on it. Correct your status. What should I say about that? What I would say is this. We talked about having a class coming up soon. We are in talks with 2 people right now. Shout out to the Empress in Trinidad. I got to say that. Shout out to the Empress in Trinidad doing great works. And she's going to be joining us very soon with this same conversation. And the other families, I won't call their names, but they know who they are. It's that time. Y'all, you know, to explain is to expose. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, but Alex, listen, man, we know the money is right there. We got money, and that's 13 billion is like chump change. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And I mean, chump change. They could dismiss that in one. They got trillions of dollars. I mean, 13 billion is like a couple dollars in your pocket when you're talking trillions of dollars. But the reason why they hold us ransom, because the politicians hold the people ransom for that little chump change. Rather than give that money to the people, give it back to the people, let the people build and develop their own wealth amongst themselves, get into their own initiatives in the communities, build back family, build back the community, and build a nation. No, they starve us, they suffocate us with these taxations and all this, when they know the money is a joke. It's an illusion. That's right. That's right. Oh, I give thanks for the meditation. Barbie, I give thanks, man. Your words hit home on time. And by the way, the government is who got the debt, not the people, but the government is the people. That's why they make you pay. So you see how they play with your mind? They, the administrators, go out, get the money, take a 10% for themselves, and whatever, and then redistribute that money amongst their peers, the people. But because the government is who borrow the money and you're the government, the real government, they make you pay it back instead of them. Right in front of your eyes, right? Hidden in plain sight, man. Hidden in plain sight. But anyhow, family, the money is dead, but it has a purpose. And Andre, I overstand you, but it has a purpose. The issue isn't the money. The issue isn't the money, it's what they make us think. That's slave currency. Because real money is gold and silver. That promissory note paper, fiat money, we ain't even touching that tonight. But anyhow, family, for those who celebrate, those who are interested, and you say that you are an independent nation and you are a republic, if you cannot explain and define what either those two terms are, then you are still a slave. And I say that with love, man, because we are neither independent and we are neither a republic. And having that knowledge should equip you to know which direction you need to go in. Get off the fence, man. The grass is not green on, well, it looked greener on the other side, but it's only artificial. Ours may not look so good right now, but with the right nurturing, the right care, and time, it's going to flourish, man. No matter how green that other one look, it is all artificial. All artificial. There ain't nothing you could do with it. We going to restore the earth. We're going to restore the microbes. We're going to nurture the seeds, the plants, and we're going to grow our economy and our ecosystem. Economy, the ecosystem is a relationship between the two here. Anyhow, Bishai, if you're still there, give thanks and praise the elder. Shout out to the elder for sure. We got to get the elder back on here for sure. Part 2. Now we going there. It going to come to that, man. The grass is spray painted green. That's right, Alex. Talk facts, man. Talk facts. You haven't been on here in a minute. We're going to have to bring you in too, for sure. The Parliament Republic is the same as before. It's all the same. Yep. Listen, go find some land, family. The land belongs to you. Don't let anybody tell you nothing different. They're in a minister. There's no administrator that you put in the position could tell you can't have that land. Imagine that. It's like Halu going to Shafet and decide that he going to pour himself a Morbi. And somebody say he got to go and pay for that. Yeah, he could probably go ahead and pay for it. But while I'm paying for it, you're fired. The land is what they want. We know that. That's what this is all about. Land. This island. It's about the island. It's about the island. The I and I land. They can't have the I and I land. We're not giving them the island. You understand? Don't get tight with it. Let them keep their country. The island belongs to us. The island belongs to us. Garifuna land, look, by law. Yo, Bishai, where there, man? Bishai, where there, Bishai? Those who know. Let's rebuild the family. Let's talk to the youths. Let's get the thing with the youths going. Let's start looking at better food, how we source our food. Let me ease off the artificials, get back into the land, eating from the ground as earth people, not the can, eat from the land. And let's look at education. Let's look to reform education. The system that we built, we don't have to tear it down. We have to stop the people from invading it and using it for their purpose. We need to seize it and use it for ours. We built all them schools. We built the hospitals. We built the buildings. We built everything. We just need to seize it and reclaim it and just take it and then do what we need to do from the top. Full stop. We're not going to rebuild. We done build it already. Since the day of John the Baptist. The kingdom suffer violence here. And the violent take it by force. And by force, I don't mean running the body house and doing nothing. You got to run up in your own consciousness and suppress that thinking, force it out, and get with your right thinking, by the renewing of your mind. Is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? By the renewing of the mind. You see what I mean? So, yes, family, I see you, I see you, I see you. We going up, we going up, we going up. Education reform. That's the conversation. Had that conversation yesterday with somebody who mattered most at this point. The Spirit, look, man, I give thanks for divine guidance and divine order. I will forever be loyal to such a thing, regardless. Yes, Beshai. Yes. Multiply and replenish. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Multiply and replenish. But we at that stage, family. So once the elder not on his program Friday, we got to find a way to merge. Elder, we got to find a way to merge. As a matter of fact, I think I know how we can merge your program with Politically Incorrect. If you on the air Friday and you're in, let me know. Let's discuss it tomorrow and let's do a little test run. I think through the same phone we could connect. The same way you connect me when I go on live. You could connect with the link on the live, and I'll just feed that information through to the podcast here direct. Real thing, real thing, real thing. But even just got to put your video up in the studio so that they can see you on this side. But we gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Anyhow, family. That's right, family. Raise the energy and connect with the earth. Gaia is waiting for us. And they are. Sonia, you're right. Sonia, you're so right. Alex, that's what's up. Coalition of United Parties, United People, the coup. The coup. We need a coup, Alex. We need a coup. Coalition of United People or United Parties. I go with the people. Well, I go with the parties because the people and the parties is a funny thing, boy. Like, these words, anyhow. But I follow you. All is the same. We need a coup. Either way. Either way. Either way. Anyhow, family, we gonna get up out of here. I gonna play that same tune I played when we entered with the elder, Emerton. That is just do it for me, man. Let's do it for me, family. Let's do it for me, family. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all already know, man. Before I play this tune right here, before I play that tune, I want to do something. I don't think I would have done this before. I'm gonna do it tonight, though. Like I could feel that, man, and those who connect with me probably could feel that too. But I want us to take a moment here, man, and have a moment of silence. Just a moment of silence. Yeah. Just a moment of silence, for all those that, all of our nation, all of the heroes of our nation, all the sheroes of our nation that would have been fighting these occupiers and these criminals for so long, man, that came before, and that we are the children of those who fought. That's why we here. We were not the ones who complied. That's in our blood to fight. We find it necessary because we're confident in the victory. Let's take a moment just to say thank you, just for not giving up and making sure that we could come to be here today to say the same thing, that we not giving up. And we shall not forget all those that came before.
tell me to forget that my grandmother was born right there, so alright, I say I shall go. You tell me to forget, it is there I want my own children to grow. Alright, I say I shall go. But I hope you understand how I feel about Everton, my homeland, my homeland, my homeland. And I hope you know it's true that I would never forgive you, because look what you do to my Emerton. You tell me to forget that you bring bulldozers and push down the houses, so alright, I say I shall go. You tell me to forget, you bring bulldozers and push down the houses, oh, alright, I say I shall go. But I hope you understand how I feel about Everton, my homeland, my homeland, my homeland. And I hope you know it's true that I will never forgive you, because look what you do to my Emerton.
Yes, family.
You tell me to forget,
Tell us to forget.
That you uproot my people and scatter
Migrate,
them
man.
to and fro.
Mass migration, right?
I say I shall go. Oh, you tell me to forget
We shall never forget.
that I did the wrong things and then let my children know. Alright, I say I shall go. But I hope you understand how I feel about Everton, my homeland, my homeland, my homeland. And I hope you know it's true that I would never, 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 never forgive you, because look what you do to my Everton. You tell me to forget, and that my grandmother was born right there, so alright, I say I shall go.
Alright.
Alright, I say I shall go. Alright, I say I shall go.
We shall never forget,
Alright,
family.
I say I shall go.
Shout out to Gabby on this one, man.
I say I shall go.
Rastafari. I like that image right there, though. Real thing. You think about it, man. You know what I mean? These fields and hills beyond recall. We reclaiming them. You know what I'm saying? The resurrection of a nation. This ain't a new republic. This is the resurrection of a nation. You hear what Charles said, right? A new direction. Well, guess what? That's the direction we want to go in, though. I don't know what winner and what winner talking about, but as for me and my house, resurrection of a nation, the unearthing of a flag, the unearthing of a flag. It was never buried. We gonna raise it. We gonna take off the fringe, though. Bet that. We gonna take off your fringe. Bet that. Strip you. Love and light, family. Shout out to the elder for sure on that one. Yes, Gabby. Telma, give thanks for your pre-essence. Everybody else, Jackie, Jacqueline, the whole family, everybody, you be, you know what I mean? Give thanks, man. Irvin, as always, we need to have that conversation discussing status updates. Like I said, it's been on the table for a while. The politically incorrect publication. I like that idea, though. Like, for real. Like, for real. For real. We started out with one already, and yeah. Now it makes sense why, yeah. Leave it at that. Anyhow. You said the banks is watching the citizen money, right? But who watching the lands? I like that. We claim, look at the lands, though. Look at it, look at Barbados, family. Like, we don't want, look at land beyond far you can see. This growing cane and in some cases wild tamarind and bush. And people squeeze up in the Orleans, you making sport, man. Natasha, we see you too. Love and light, man, to each and everybody, man. For real, for real. I gonna post that song, the link to that song in the I gonna post that right there. For those who want to check that tune out, man, Gabby did it over. Big tune. Give thanks for coming forward tonight, sharing your time, your energy, and going forward, have that in your mind. Remember what occupies your mind manifesting the reality. Focus on how we rebuilding our nation. I know not the country and all that other stuff. How we rebuilding our nation. Yes. We're rebuilding the nation. Like I said when we first started. In plenty and in time of need. When this fair land was young, our brave forefathers and our foremothers, our foreparents, grandparents sowed the seed from which our pride was sprung, a pride that makes no wanton boast of what it has withstood. We done overcome so much that binds our hearts from coast to coast, the pride of nationhood. One nation under God is what we're dealing with. I ain't no name about not LGBT this. I ain't no name about all that other stuff them dealing with, trying to promote everything else. We promoting family. Family in its conventional, traditional sense, because without that, what we gonna have, family? Two men ain't gonna make a baby. Two women can't make a baby. You need, look, even the that's a different topic. Let me start that. They need the power of the Trinity, man, woman, and child, in order to bring life. Full stop. That is the tip of the pyramid. Without the power of the Trinity, ain't nothing happening. So we give our loyalty to that. Everything else is a distant second. I ain't concerned with it. Rastafari, Haile Selassie the First, Empress Reserve Men and family is the one perfect balance we're dealing with. All that other stuff, miss me with it, man. Now, I want to think. How much acres of land the Chinese have got in St. Thomas? To be continued. The elder coming in on Friday for sure. Once we can make it happen. Either way, let the elder come and do his thing. We got plans. There's actually plans on the table. There's ideas on the table. We're going to discuss them. I can't wait because he already shared some with me. And I do have the copies, Bishai. I took pictures of and I got a photocopy to a hard copy. I ain't put it out yet. I'm waiting on you. So we got to get this thing. Let's work for Friday on that. Give thanks, family. In the interim, family, y'all have a blessed night. Do a little introspection and, take some time with your family, man. Focus on rebuilding the family right now. Strengthen the women, because to heal a woman is to heal a nation. To diss the woman is to diss the nation. Let me rebuild this thing. You know what I mean? Full stop. Alex, you gotta give me a call, preferably in the morning. Let me go from there, family. Y'all have a blessed night and stay inspired and be inspired. Let me see if we can find a new one tonight. Pull a new one out the hat. Something a little different. Well, it ain't new, but still. Let me see. Yeah, why not? Why not? I thankful, man. I thankful. It's a beautiful night. If you want to be involved in this politically incorrect publication, inbox me. Y'all know the number already. As a matter of fact, on the WhatsApp number, where's the WhatsApp number? Isis, where you at? WhatsApp number. Okay, tell a friend to tell a friend. WhatsApp number is 838-8253. You know the number already. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit us up on WhatsApp. Whether you're calling from Barbados or you're calling from outside Barbados, number is 838, area code 246-838-8253. And give me a shout. You got some ideas, you want to work on some stuff, you're going to make it happen. Oh, I ain't heard that word in a while, though. Barbie, I heard that word in a while. Anyhow, Friday. Art and motion, give thanks to you too. Guidance, protection, same way. Blessed love. Alex, don't worry with that part, Alex. They can't, don't worry. We're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with that. I'm watching the face. We out for now, family. We're going to link again in a few days, man. See y'all then. Blessed love. Rastafari. Haile Selassie the First, Empress Reserve Menin. Yes, family. Y'all already know it's one perfect balance, man. One perfect balance. Gabby, bring us on, man. Bring us on. Emberton.
I shall go. You tell me to forget. You bring bulldozers and push down the houses. Oh,
That's right.
all right.
That's right, Alex.
I say I shall
Publication
go.
time, man. Next level, man. You do a soft copy online or something. You figure it
But I
out.
hope you understand.
One balance, Jackie.
How I feel
Give thanks, man.
Everton.
Anika, give thanks for you too, family.
My homeland.
You get the picture now?
And I hope you know it's true.
I hope you know it's true.
That I will never forgive you. Because look
Charles could talk
look
short.
how you do
You know what's going on, man.
to my Emerton.
You know what's going on, family.
You tell me to forget that you uproot my people and scatter them to and fro. All right, I say